Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your March 7th through the 12th reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Best message coming out. Got the World. Got it accomplishing something. You finally completed whatever it was you were looking to complete. Whatever you're looking to attain, whatever it is that you're wanting to fulfill within your life, here it is. Boom. Here it is. The end of a cycle. That's the cycle change. And we've got the moon on the ground. So let's see what we got. And with the moon card coming out, you do have something was mysterious about the situation. You weren't sure if this was actually going to happen. Something felt a little hidden about this cycle change. Was this actually going to happen? But it was kind of crazy because deep down inside, you knew that you wanted to pause, that you wanted to surrender. You felt like this was going to come, but I feel it was a wishy-washy kind of energy of, I'm pretty sure that this can be completed. God, I hope this happens. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, is this really going to happen? I don't know. I feel like it's going to happen. If I just sit here long enough, kind of fence it and just kind of wait for this to change, I think this is going to happen. So it's like kind of like with the, excuse me, your intuition is like telling you, oh my God, there it goes again. Your intuition is telling you it's going to happen, but you're fighting against your intuition. That's why it felt hidden. Because even though your intuition was like, I got this, you were still using a fear-based anxiety of maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my intuition's wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Listening to that little voice in your head that tells you it's not going to happen. But through deep insight, it's almost like my intuition kept telling me it was going to happen, but I still didn't feel like it was going to happen. Distrust. Thank you. Distrusting your own instincts. Thank you. That's exactly what I said. But you had enough passion for this project. It's just that you had so much scattered energy when it came to the situation. It's causing this frustration. But now you can feel in stress, right? Feeling, and I think it was the stress though. The stress and the conflict that you were feeling inside is why you were distrusting the instinct. But it's saying, no, you are getting your accomplishment. You are going this way. This is the ending to the new beginning. The change is happening. Once you transform the idea of the understanding and just went with that, instead of allowing yourself to be in this disconnected, it's disconnected from your intuition, which is crazy because you weren't really disconnected from your intuition, but yet you were. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, you were disconnected from your intuition because you didn't trust your intuition enough to see that this was actually going to happen. So it caused more contemplation, caused more answers, wanting more feedback. Is this right? Is this happening? Is this not going to happen? My intuition says it's right, but then again, this small, stupid piece in my head keeps telling me, you're not good enough for this, or that's not going to happen, or that's a dream. But it just feels like once you transformed and got rid of that energy and just kind of paused, let it go, and said, you know what, just let it go. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not, then fuck it. That's why it came in. You let go. You stopped that control. You said, no more. I'm releasing this energy. So now that I can have this, and now that you've released that energy, here it comes on its mighty way. Oh my gosh, saying yes to the dress. Now this is kind of crazy though, because this sun card is sideways. It's saying you're spreading your wings to fly. But that was because there was so much cloudiness and it caused such a setback that it almost feels like you allowed it not to happen as fast as it could have happened. Taking too much control of the situation, not allowing it to end the way it needed to end, caused the setback. In actuality, if you'd have let it go earlier, then it would have actually come through, but you tried to take too much control about the situation. Not trusting in the intuition to just disconnect, let it go, let it flow. I have to go there. Because that's exactly what it is. And then it brings in the sun. Right? And it brings in the sun. And then that's when the sun comes out. Because the sun is saying, no matter what, you already had this. It was just that you were trying to take too much control. You weren't surrendering and letting it go so that it could change, it could release, it could filter itself through and cycle. Self-doubt, the fear of change. And it wasn't even really the fear of change. This card is the fear of change, but it wasn't the fear of change. The fear of change means I didn't want it to change. The fear was of not trusting in the intuition, the fear of it not going to happen, the fear of, I'm not sure if this is going to happen. Am I putting too much energy into something that's never going to happen? You see what I'm saying? So it's more of the fear of the unknown. Yeah, I like that one better. The fear of the unknown, the unsurety, the fear of the unsurety. You know, if you're planting seeds and you want to do all this stuff, then you're afraid that, you know what, even though I gave it all this miracle grow for this garden, if it's not going to produce, you know, the fresh fruit that I'm looking for, and they're just going to sit there as seeds and never sprout, then I'm just wasting a lot of money on miracle grow. I'm wasting, you know, and money is time, energy, you know, it goes into those areas. So I'm putting a lot into something, and then I'm afraid that it's not going to grow. It's not going to happen. But yet my intuition keeps saying that if I keep doing this, it's going to happen. But then, I don't know, right? I've been waiting. But I think the problem was this impatience also. So it causes tension and imbalance. And then it causes that imbalance, causes that disharmony in oneself. And then we get frustrated. Because it's like, I did this, why is it not working, right? But it wasn't that. It was all about letting it go and letting it go. If you keep watching the garden, guys, it's like watching the clock. It doesn't friggin' move, right? It's not like you're going to watch those suckers sprout overnight. So it was about that time and waiting for that cycle to change. But in some cases, for some of you, the time was actually yours. It was on you. Meaning you were taking so much control, trying to do this, trying to do that, that you didn't allow it to grow. It could have happened a lot faster. And then for others of you, it was just impatience. Okay, I'm going to keep it that way. You'll know because your conscience will tell you, right? Whether you like it or not. You know, you can sit over here and say, well, I wasn't impatient. Oh, shit, I guess it was impatience. Oh, no, I didn't have control. Oh, I guess I did control that. Damn it, it was me. Right? Anyway, I want to see it. It doesn't matter. It was all about timing, whether or not it was you holding the reins too tight and not allowing it to go at the timing that it could have happened earlier, or just being patient and just allowing it to take its time to grow. You see what I'm saying? Because I have impatience here, but I also have control. And the control is over here of the letting go. Trying to make something, you know what I mean? Keeping the reins going. Accepting the way it needs to be. That releasing of the reins, right? Surrendering to the outcome no matter what the situation is. Take it how that resonates. Because in either way, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it was going to grow one way or another. Whether it was going to be you doing one thing or the other, like I said, it's going to be different for everyone. That's what it was. Causing a lot of restlessness. For some of you, I have to say this too, there was a lot of not letting go of something that you knew you needed to let go of for a personal transformation. To allow the cycle to change. Whatever that situation was, that would be that control again, where I'm going to avert this because I don't want this to happen like this. I want it to happen this. Well, you can't do that. It didn't work that way. And then once you surrendered and let it go, and said, I'm not going to avert this anymore. I'm just going to, you know, let it do its thing. That's why it's all here. Controlling an outcome, no matter how you see it. Even if you're impatient, so you're watching the clock, right? That's still having control over time. Because that's what impatience is. You need to be here now. Well, it's not here now, so I guess it's not coming. That's not true. So now all of a sudden you have all these doors opening. And as this world is turning around, you're starting to see that where your wishful thinking was, where this dream is now open. This door is here. You had the key within yourself the whole time. Everybody has to understand we are the key. We co-create, the universe creates it. If he doesn't want us to have it, you're sure shit ain't gonna get it. Okay? But if if your intuition is there and you're like, I know this is gonna work this way, you need to trust within that intuition. Oh, that little mind we have is so evil. So I always say the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. The devil is that protective energy. It has to be there though, because it does protect you from a lot of things, because it is your fight or flight. But it also tells you a lot of negative things that keep you down, but that's where you have to come to the conclusion, am I fearful because of what happened in the past? Because if it's something that happened in the past, that it didn't work, does not mean that today that still won't work. Time changes, but that little thing in our head, that little devil on our shoulder, that little mind, that little protective area of our, I believe it's a part of the hippocampus area of our mind, of our brain, says, don't you remember what happened in the past? But you have to rewire your mind to say, no. Just because it happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to do that again. It depends on what it was in the past. Because yes, see, in the past. See, because but it also depends on what you're doing. I mean, if it's something really, really bad, you don't want to do the same steps backwards, right? Because that's there to remind you how horrifying that went down, So it's saying, but this one's actually saying, I want you to think of other things. You know what? Don't let this situation in this little mind make you lose your way, right, from your intuition. This is talking about losing your way through your intuition. Okay, because this is what causes the procrastination on your part. But it said that this is where the procrastination is. And this is where, because a lot of times we became unmotivated to want to learn certain things or do certain things, because that little mind in our head wants to say, what about the failure? Okay, but that's not what this is though. But that's the piece that keeps trying to bring you back to those things. That's why your intuition, that's why you're blocking that intuition. Or maybe it's, I wasn't good enough for it then. Why would I be good enough for it now? Well, you're not the same person you were from freaking 5 years ago. Now are you? I would hope to God that you have grown within 5 years. Because you learned from that failure. This is a card of learning from failure, right? This is also a card, though, of also saying I'm unmotivated to learn from the failure, right? So we have to be careful on how you see that card. But this one's literally saying, you will learn now to be more patient about the situation, right? Because every step we take, we grow. So it's saying, listen to that intuition. So whatever it is that you're doing, my friends, you now have that nurturing and that practical, supportive, reliable peace within yourself. And you're building things, and you have the rewards coming through. So whatever it is, you already have the yes. So it's already, the rewards are already, coming through. So if you're looking for that promotion, then here comes that promotion. Even when you think, well, Becky was better, and she was better last time too, I swear I'm not going to get this, but then your intuition's like, wait a minute, but I've busted my ass. I've put out all these quotas. I've done this. I've done that. Yeah, you did. Stop looking at what Becky did. Who cares what Becky did? Good for Becky. Yeah, she may have done that last time, but not this time. This time she's on the losing side. This time she's coming in second. She's only second best this time, because now you have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is where you planted those seeds, as I said, right? You planted all the seeds. You put in the hard work and all the investments, and the universe sees that. You co-created everything that you're doing. It was just all about really, like I said, nurturing yourself to the situation and really listening to your intuition. This reading really is about Spirit telling you, I want you to pay attention more to your intuition when it comes to certain situations, because you end up blocking yourself from good things. And maybe for a time that it doesn't need to be there, meaning that you could have already had this. Maybe you could have had this last time. Maybe it wasn't really up to Becky last time. Maybe you just stopped because you were worried. Maybe you stopped, right? And it says, I don't want you to do that. You need to, right, continue to keep going. Maybe it was because, you guys are so worried about the situation, right? Then all of a sudden I get lack of commitment. I stopped working so hard because I thought, oh God, intuitively, it's like, I know I got this. Oh, wait a minute. You know, she always wins. This always happens. Oh my God. You know what? I'm just not going to do it anymore. Right? Just wait and see what's going on. But then there was a place where you end up picking up the pace again. And this is where it pays off. It was like all of a sudden that intuition comes back towards you because you were already in the knowing. You knew already. You knew. As soon as you rested, you realized, you know what, this will happen. And here comes your happy surprise. So whatever it was, you already knew. You're just blocking your own intuition at this time. So Spirit says, don't block your intuition. You've got this coming, and this is coming in. This is for you. When you hear that gut feeling talking to you, know it's true. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. So just, here it is again, it's pretty much kind of like the Four of Swords. It's just like relax, rejuvenate, rest. It's also kind of like a star card in its own way too. You kind of see the two together. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Just make sure that you're always, keep yourself graceful and keep your gratitude going. You have so much to be so grateful for, and staying focused, hold the course. When you know your intuition is going strong, go with it, right? Don't go against the grain, right? Because you are ascending towards the mountain, and keep going forward, because this card here is saying you are on the path to where you need to be. Everything you're looking for, yes, right, is coming through. So you are going exactly where you're supposed to be going, and you are protected by angels, my friends. So wherever you're going, the divine is already watching over you. You are cherished by the angels. You are on the direct path. The universe is trying to talk to you. Some of you are even seeing signs and synchronicities and ignoring them. And that's not for everybody, but I just want you to know right now, if you're seeing those signs and synchronicities and you're ignoring those, that could be another reason why you're ignoring your intuition. Man, my throat is all like messed up today, guys. I'm sorry. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Okay. When you see these signs and synchronicities, a lot of times they're like 444, 222. 444 is telling you, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Hello, angel talking to you. I'm talking about you about your stability, about where your roots are. I need to talk to you. 222, be patient. I need you to have a little patience. I need you to open up. I need you to get balanced. You're imbalanced right now, right? And I need to use that intuition too, right? The 222, patience, imbalance, intuition, right? Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Man, you guys, you're going up there. Some of you are going to build up that corporate ladder or something. I don't know what you're doing over here, but some of you are really, really moving up there, whatever this situation is. Because, yeah, I see that. Wise leader. You're becoming a wise leader no matter what this situation is. You are a beacon for others. So whatever you're doing, it's just that you were a little fogged in for sure. I just seen that card. Woohoo! Isn't that the truth? You're just a little foggy. Just a little foggy over here. You're a little foggy. I'm a little froggy. Got like a frog in my throat. So, okay, guys, till next time. Peace and love.